Okay, hello. My name is David Bennell, and this is a demo of Prodgraf. This is a tool for product managers and founders to collect a lot of information about their product and its place in the market, and to get a better idea of sort of product market fit, market trends, competitors, and then to be able to do additional automated agentic market research, competitor analysis, and even then automatic sort of product strategy, creating PRDs and idea canvases and that kind of sort of product management output sort of artifacts, or information directly into sort of sprint planning, straight into Jira and those kind of systems, or automated marketing material, so intelligently written blog posts that sort of really understand your product and its place in the market and its competitors and your users, and previous blog posts to that particular social media channel, so that we're not just repeating ourselves over and over and there's something new content each time it makes a post. So I'm going to demo that now. We're just going to use one of the generated examples here. So let me pick Factory Pulse. There you go, that looks interesting. So this is IoT, Internet of Things enabled devices to help monitor, I guess, machinery in factories to allow predictive maintenance. So that seems quite interesting. So it's not necessarily a software project, any kind of product at all. And as you see at the minute, we've got a blank project. So we've got an overview that was auto-generated and a bit of information. There's no current content or thoughts or data. There's nothing in the graph and nothing scheduled. So thoughts are sort of just things that you think of, questions that you've got in a sort of to-do list that you can add in, and they get used for both sort of coming up with for answering questions that you've got, but also coming up with new information from the AI, so it'll take it into account when it does things in the background, like try and enhance the data that you've got, or enrich the data that you've got in the background. It will take notes that you sort of thought of here as to sort of direct what it's going to look for. Anyway, so if we go to content, we've got nothing we could upload. If we had existing product files, we could upload them here. Any sort of PRDs or anything like that, but I don't. So I'm going to just ask the system, please review the Factory Pulse product and extend the concept in a new document, please. Go. And this will do a similar thing that a lot of the sort of LLM providers do. This is just deep research, and it will hand off. There's a number of sub-agents it can use, so it will look around the existing project that's probably not there at the minute, check the knowledge graph, check RAG on the existing content, and then it will start doing web searches based on what we do have in the overview. So it's going to go away and start doing some web searches, and then it will start writing up our document. So there you go. Yeah, it's already started doing some web searches. So now this may take a couple of minutes because this is equivalent to like a deep research project. So we'll come back to this when it's finished. Okay, and that's completed and come back with a new document that it's given us. So this is the extended product concept document. You can tell it's telling us a little bit about what it's done here in the chat channel, and it gives us a little card that tells us about the document saves. Obviously we're on the content page as well, so we're able to immediately see this document. So I can go and view the document itself. And this is all of the content that it's put in this document, and I can see the metadata for it as well. So now it's already started processing. So it's going to process for RAG, so we can get some embeddings for the different RAG chunks to do semantic lookup and search, and it'll also look for any points of interest extraction. So that's what will build up our knowledge base. And now here is the here's the graph that we've generated or extracted from that document. So it's pulled out these sort of points of interest, given them a sort of category and how they relate back to our product. So we may have competitors, market segments, or sort of features that we need. So these are sort of some of the features that we've talked about for this product. I can extend that. It sort of shows you the trust and confidence we've had, the source that we've got this particular node from. Click back, it's just going to give me the initial document that we generated and then ran the extraction from. But if that is a web source or some other document you'd uploaded or we'd pulled from, as they pulled from the web and had a URL for, it'll give you all the sources for where we've got this information from. And then this sort of really allows us to have a sort of rich, in-depth understanding of the product and its place in the market and amongst competitors and with users and their user personas and buyer personas, user reviews and that kind of thing, all the information that we add in here. And then this is obviously semantically searchable and easily understood by LLM agents. So we have a number of agents that will come and help refine and enrich this data too. That's part of the scheduled settings. So you can have knowledge graph analysis, which just looks to enrich the gain insights from the data that we're already holding. We can then get agents to go and do additional market research and competitive research tasks overnight, or on a scheduled basis, to help build up a better and better, increasingly better picture of the product. And then we can also automate social media and sort of blog post marketing material to go and put a LinkedIn post about our product every week or whatever it is. And it will be able to look back at the sort of all the content and the RAG embeddings that we've got from all the content, but primarily the knowledge graph that we're storing, and generate a really relevant and useful media piece. And because we then store the history of those generated pieces and what channel we publish them on, then we can make sure that we are sort of sequentially telling a story and not necessarily being overly repetitive or dry or off topic with the content we're pushing out. And yes, and obviously another type of sort of content that we will be able to put out is a lot of product management content, PRDs and sales battle cards and user personas and specs for being able to create sprint plans and user stories to be able to push into something like Jira and have the dev team develop from sort of auto-generated content that has come from looking at the product in place of the market and reviews, and be able to create sort of product strategy from the picture we're building up. So that's it. That's Prodgraf. That's the concept behind it. It's a tool for product managers and potentially founders and people that are looking to set up and quickly do some market opportunity reporting, general market reporting, competitive analysis about their sort of product. It can be any product, software or physical, and then this helps you sort of manage the data you're storing about your product. So knowledge graphs have been around for some time, but they've tended to become quite tricky and unwieldy beasts if you just put too much data in them. But now with agents and LLMs, we can make much better use of them, and that's what this aims to do. Okay, thank you for your time. I've been David Bunnell. Bye.